Да, сука! Что вы, сука, пидорасы, блядь! Что ты уебишься, сука? Иначе, сука, блядь! Ты, сука, мне за... Ёбаный тюрьмо, блядь! Сука! Пидорасы, нахуй!
Стадилем, пидорас! Быстрее!
Ну, нахуй! Сука, вы, да, сука! Что вы, сука, пидорасы, блядь! Что ты уебишься, сука? Иначе, сука, блядь! Ты, сука, мне за... Ёбаный тюрьмо, блядь!
Сука!
Пидорасы, нахуй!
Стадилем, пидорас! Быстрее!
Ну, нахуй!
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well and who taught us this truth. And peace and blessings with all sincerity to the hopeful elect. It's Zechariah coming at you with another lesson. And Lord's willing, it be edifying. So today I want to touch on an article from the New York Times, which is entitled, Ukraine is denying consular services to men outside the country. And before I dive into this article, I want to touch on the clip that I played prior, which shows Ukrainian men being brought back to Ukraine after trying to desert the war efforts. Okay? And you can't blame them. All right? These men do not want to be thrown into the meat grinder because Ukraine has lost a ton of men in this war, and they are currently losing this war drastically. And let's grab this real quick. The total casualties, all right, in the Ukraine war. It reads, in February 2024, the ministry updated its claim of Ukrainian military casualties to 444,000 killed and wounded. Okay? So, hey, can you blame them for trying to desert their posts? Okay? I don't blame them. Or trying to get out of the country before they were, drafted. So real quick, let's grab 2nd Esdras 16 and 22. It reads, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and cities shall be cast down. There shall be no men left to till the earth and to sow it. All right. And that's what's taking place over there in Ukraine right now, man. All right. With casualties up to almost 500,000. All right. The scriptures are 144,000% accurate, man. The Lord does not lie. Okay. And let's grab another one. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right. And these miseries are spreading throughout the four corners of the earth. And they're taking effect more dramatically and more rampantly in other countries. But you best believe the Lord is saving the best for last. All of these miseries are coming to America, Babylon the Great. So just because they're happening on another continent, don't get your hopes up thinking that everything Trump is going to make America great again and stop this war and things are going to go back to the way they once were. It's not happening. It's only going to get worse. This is part of these great miseries. So, you know what? Let's grab 2nd Esdras. Or matter of fact, you know what? Let's dive into the article. It reads, New guidance carries a clear message to men abroad who may be avoiding the draft. You don't get the benefit of state services if you don't join the fight. Ukrainian officials have taken several steps in recent weeks to swell the ranks of an army depleted by more than 2 years of grueling combat. The government passed a new mobilization bill aimed at increasing troops numbers and has stepped up border patrols to catch draft dodgers. Now officials are targeting men who have already left the country. This week, government announced that Ukrainian embassies had suspended issuing new passports and providing other consular services for military-aged men living abroad. Men between the age of 18 and 60 were prohibited from leaving the country after the start of Russia's invasion in 2022, but some were abroad before the rule took effect, and others have left illegally since then. By suspending consular services, the government said it was responding to demand for fairness in society. All right, and let's grab a 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, and the point is in 17 and 18. But I'm going to start at 14. Woe to the world, woe meaning destruction. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. There shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. And here's the point. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's exactly what's taking place. All right. These men in the clip that I showed you, drastically yearn to go into another city or another country, but they're not able to. They just got brought back into Ukraine in the back of a damn van. All right. And then treated with hostility once they threw them out the van. They desire to be in any other country or city away from Ukraine, and they can't, man. And what does it say? Because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And over there in Ukraine, the cities are destroyed, the houses, are destroyed. The cities are troubled because of war, and those men are afraid. Those men don't want to fight. Tell me the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, ain't cold. All right, so back to the article. Now it says, by suspending consular services, the government said it was responding to demands for fairness in society. The new rules will remain in place until a new mobilization law takes effect on May 18th. You see how these devils work? We always tell you that, Esau has the power to write laws and amend laws. And anytime he wants something, he just, through the stroke of a pen, okay? The stroke of a pen, he can change legislations and change people's lives, man. All right? Matter of fact, a new rule, a new rule will remain in place until a new mobilization law takes effect on May 18th. The Ukrainian foreign minister said that it was still working out the details about what services would be provided after the border mobilization law went into effect. But its message was clear. If you are healthy and can fight, come home and join the military. How it looks like now, a man of conscription age went abroad, showing his state that he does not care about its survival. and then comes and wants to receive services from this state. Ukraine's foreign minister, Dmytro Kuleba, said in a statement, "It does not work this way. Our country is at war." All right. It says critics have said the move could end up showing division between Ukrainians at home and those abroad, while not having a real impact on the drive for more soldiers. There are about 860,000 Ukrainian men now living outside of the country in the European Union. Okay, and look at this devil, Dmytro. I pulled him up. This devil talking all that shit. This is the devil, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Ukraine. Okay, he's of conscription age. Okay, because in Ukraine they want between the ages of 18 and 60. I bet this devil ain't going to the front lines or signing up for the war, or his kids or his children. This is how these devils work, man. Sit in the office dictating other people's lives. Real quick. This is Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Yeah, man, through this devil's legislation, through the stroke of a pen, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall he destroy many. Yeah, he talking a good game. Oh, you need to fight for your country and this patriotism, and we give you this and we give you that. And this devil knows that it ain't a chance in hell that him or his children are going to be in the war. It's easy to talk when the next man when you're sending another man out to go die. Okay, it says, and by peace shall he destroy many, and shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. All right. But this is what these devils do, man. Talk about it was responding to demands for fairness in society. When has there ever been fairness in society? It says, critics have said the move could end up sowing division between Ukraine at home and those abroad, while not having a real impact on the drive for more soldiers. There are 860,000 Ukrainian men now living outside of the country in Europe. The drive to bring men back to Ukraine is part of a broader effort to enlist new soldiers urgently, as Russia seeks to exploit its advantage in arms and numbers across the Eastern Front. In certain areas, Russia outnumbered Ukrainians by more than 7-1. Okay, Jen, the commander of forces in East, told the Ukrainian news media last month. Right. So listen, man, this war is over. All right. Ukraine is lost. This war is done. But because of their pride, they're going to keep throwing these men to the meat grinder. Okay, to do their best to waste Russia's munitions. Okay, to get Russia as weak as possible before America and NATO join the fight. So this is what's going on, man. So the death is going to continue, man. And as these things progress, all right, you best believe more and more nations are going to be added to this war. All right, until it comes to America, and your sons and daughters and young men are being drafted over there in Ukraine, and they're not coming back. Okay, or not even Ukraine, to the Middle East, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Valley of Yahweh's judgment. All right. Hey, man, stay tuned, man. The Lord is working a marvelous work. All right. Shalom, Israel. Wa Abad Babal. Kwam Yasharallah.